This week on Wildcat News, we learn more about how the coronavirus is affecting schools. We talk with students about athletic seasons being canceled, and we learn more about coaching methods. All these stories and more coming up because Wildcat News starts now. Good morning, West Johnston, and welcome to a special edition of Wildcat News. I'm Miranda Bean. With cancellation of schools around the country due to COVID-19, learning has now transferred online for most students. Allison Wade reports.
Due to COVID-19, schools across the country shut down campuses and introduced online learning to maintain a safe environment for students while the disease spreads. Senior Emily Barra shares how her classes assign work. I have at least 2 assignments a day for one of my AP classes and video calls twice a week. The other AP class posts lengthy assignments and practice tests randomly with calls twice a week. As far as grades go, both teachers have told me that they aren't putting anything in for a while. Junior Zachary Schultz explains how online is different from traditional learning. Online learning is way different for me because half of my classes don't require a lot of bookwork, so I honestly don't have to worry about those classes as much. Other things that make it different for me is the lack of communication between me and my teacher. I personally don't like doing school online or at home because I'm not in a classroom setting with a teacher to talk to, and it's also hard for me to know what's being taken for a grade and what isn't. According to College Board, 91% of AP students reported wanting to complete their credits and finish the courses online. Junior Jessie Luke takes AP classes and shares her experiences with online learning. I'm in AP United States History this semester, so I have to keep learning more material and prepare myself as best as I can for the exam we will be taking at home. Staying at home and doing online meetups through Google Meets has been more difficult for me personally. The things I might normally ask or talk about with my classmates in class, I don't necessarily say now because of how the technology is, and I would rather not interrupt the flow of things. These online classes are much different than what I'm used to in that I have to plan out what to work on each day and leave enough time so I'm not doing them all at once. I'm Allison Wade, Wildcat News.
Thanks, Allison. COVID-19 has impacted different groups of people in different ways, including athletes. Anaya Cox reports.
Many students have been affected by the impact of the coronavirus. Athletes in particular have since been deprived of the privilege to finish out their spring sports season. Sports such as track and stunt team are among some of the teams that have been abruptly interrupted by the virus outbreak. Junior and track athlete Madison Mack shares her experience when she first received the news about track season being over.
We only had one meet. The first one that we were supposed to have got canceled due to the weather, so we were all excited and stuff, and then we got the news on the way to the first track meet, so it kind of messed with our heads a little bit, but we just went out there and did our best and had a good time because we knew that it was going to be the last time for a while.
Senior and stunt team member Madison Marath reveals how the team is coping with the cancellation of their season.
I was on stunt team, and they ended up canceling stunt team season completely because we only lasted for 6 weeks. We all keep in touch to this day. Like, we text in our group chat every day talking about how we missed stunt season and how we wish school was back in. It's the worst, but they're doing it for our safety, but it's still extremely sad.
Mac expresses her disappointment for all of the distress the coronavirus has caused.
School track season will be over by the time we get back, so I've been running every day and working out, doing some at-home workouts, trying to stay in shape. I still have one more season and one more school year, but the thing is, this is their last school year, and that they get to spend it like this, that's horrible. There's nothing really left to look forward to. Why couldn't you have came here in the winter?
I'm Anaya Cox, Wildcat News.
Thanks, Anaya. Have you ever thought about what goes into coaching a team? Catherine Green reports.
Many coaches use a variety of coaching methods that can affect their team in a positive or negative way. Even though it may not seem fair at the time, it can help make the team stronger. Health and PE teacher Laura Jefferson explains her coaching methods and why she uses them.
I'm big on fundamentals. I'm big on being in shape, which sometimes that's tough because you have so many things to get to as far as instruction and drills and rules and play. And I spend a lot of time on those fundamentals and being in shape before we can get to that part, which takes us a little bit longer.
Senior Caitlin Tucker describes how Coach Jefferson's style of coaching has affected the team.
The way she coaches us helps us us to have more confidence throughout the team, and we're a very supportive team, so if like one of us messes up or does something, there's always your teammate picking you up. And I just feel like that has a big role in our team.
Jefferson explains the impact she feels she has had on her team.
I'm big on life lessons. We talk a lot about I want them to do great on the court and on the field, but I also want them, not only we're raising them to be great athletes, we're raising them to be great young women. And not only are we close on the field and on the court, but we're close outside of when we play. I treat them just like they're my daughters, and I think that that's a big thing when you know your coach loves you. It makes it easier for when you have to be hard on them, because it's not, my coach is being hard on me, they're picking on me. It's, I know Coach Jefferson loves me like a daughter, so she can get on me if she needs to. And I think that's really important to focus on when we're building that relationship with our players.
Tucker expresses the personal impact her coach has had on her.
She's taught me a lot about taking leadership and making sure that I'm putting my team before me and making sure that we're all getting along, we're actually playing together, because if you have a team that doesn't play good together, you're not going to win. And you have to make sure the team really gels together and respects each other.
I'm Katherine Green, Wildcat News.
Well, that's all for us this week. If you have any comments, questions, or story leads, email us at wjstudentmedia@gmail.com or send us a tweet at wjstudentmedia. And if you want to watch Wildcat News at home, on the go, or catch up on past episodes, go wjstudentmedia.com or subscribe to our YouTube channel. I'm Miranda Bean. Stay safe and stay healthy. Thanks for watching and have a great week.